Simon YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Theme Deck Corner. Today we are looking over the Earth's Pulse theme deck that came out in Primal Clash. This one is based around this beast of a mon here, Groudon. Groudon is the 130 fighting type Pokemon. He is a basic, has Rock Smash, 1 fighting, 1 colorless. He's going to do 20 damage. Flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 20 more damage. Not a whole lot. But he has Break Ground, 3 fighting energy, 1 colorless, 100 damage. This attack does 10 damage to each of your benched mons. Alright, something to work with. He's a fighting type Pokemon. Hopefully we have some cool tools to work with this one. Anyway, he's got a plethora of other mons that kind of benefit him and not benefit him, and you know, it's a theme deck, so that's usually how it works. So we will start with Bapeachu. If you look at him, he's trying to pick up some sticks, and that's about all he can do. He's 120 HP, colorless type Pokemon. He is a stage 1. He has 1 colorless energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Cool. He also has continuous headbutt for 3 colorless energy. We can do 80 damage times the number of heads, and we can flip any amount of coins until we get tails. So he can be pretty cool, or he can be pretty. We'll see how he plays out though. Next up is Lanoon. Lanoon is the 90 HP colorless Pokemon, also stage 1. Fury swipes 2 colorless energy 30 times is the damage, and that means we flip 3 coins, and for each heads, we're gonna get 30 damage out of it. Beautiful. He has dash attack, 2 colorless energy as well. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So if I don't want to hit the active, I can hit the benched. Cool. I don't know how well he'll play in this deck, but we're about to see. Moving on, we're going to pass Groudon, who we've already looked at him. We're looking at Medicam, the ancient trait, powerful beast. We'll probably be looking this guy up shortly. He's the 90 HP fighting type Pokemon, stage 1. He has the, I get these wrong all the time, but I want to say the Omega Barrage. This Pokemon may attack twice a turn. If the first attack knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses a new active. So, how this works out, we can go 1 colorless energy. Calm Mind. I can heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, which, again, in theme deck format is quite a bit, and when I'm already set up with this guy, I may want to heal 30, and then go for that Yoga Kick, 2 fighting energy, 30 damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when I can attack twice, it's not bad. The attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance, so that is the only downside. Otherwise, this guy is incredible. Moving on, we are going to the stage 2 of the deck, Bapeachu. 150 HP, fighting type Pokemon. He has Rock Shower, 2 fighting energy, 1 colorless energy. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So for each heads, we'll get 20 damage on everything. That's really good. In this format, that is really good. And if I can get 3 heads, that is 60 damage to everything. Think of that. Everything. That's knockout potential for a lot of Pokemon in this format. Keep in mind, in this format. He also has Stone Edge, 2 fighting energy, 2 colorless energy, 80 damage. Flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 40 more damage. 120 damage is absurd in this format. So, Bapeachu, if we can get you out, you are going to be incredible. Moving on, we have Trapinch. 60 HP, fighting type Pokemon. He's a basic. He has Gnaw, Mud Slap. We're not going to be doing too much with you, my friend. I love Flygon, but apparently this deck did not think Flygon was important. Moving on, we have Manectric, stage 100 HP, a lightning type Pokemon. He has Lightning Turn, 1 lightning energy, 1 colorless, 30 damage, and you get to switch this Pokemon with one of your bench, which is really cool. Kind of get in, Volt Switch out, and you're good to go for the next turn. He has Electric Shock, 2 Lightning Energy, 1 colorless, 70 damage. Discard all Lightning Energy attached to this Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed! That's not worth losing all my Electric Energy for it. Not gonna lie. But, we'll see if we can get some knockouts with this guy. Lastly, we have Electric, 90 HP, Lightning type Pokemon, Stage 1. He has Gnaw and Buzz Flip. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like another filler line to me. Especially since Electros isn't in here. Alright guys, that is the 30 Pokemon of the deck. There is a lot of Pokemon and it's a theme deck. Of course there's going to be a lot of Pokemon. Moving on to the trainers, I just can't believe what we're about to see. Alright, so we have an Acro Bike. Acro Bikes are actually really good. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Discard the other. So it's a 50-50 trade-off. What do I want and what can't I take? Is pretty much how it works out. We have 1 Evosoda. We can evolve once in the whole game. Hopefully they eventually fix this with theme decks, maybe make them a little bit more playable, because Evosoda is really cool, and there's a lot of evolutions. I'd like to get more of this. Maybe. Freshwater Set is the healing item of the deck. Heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. There's only one problem with this. Usually you have an active, takes lots of damage, then you bring in the new freshly made bench Pokemon. I guess it's cool to heal off my Groudon's attacks, but that's really all I can see that for. Professor's Letter. We have 2 of these, means we can search for 2 energies per instance, which is really good because we need energies to run our Pokemon, and some of them have high, and I mean high, energy costs. You look at Groudon, you look at Rhyperior, they need 4 each. That's a lot of energy. I need them right away with Professor's Letter, and that's why it's in here. We have 1 Pokemon Center Lady because we're guaranteed to take damage, and she is going to heal us up and make sure we are alright. She'll tuck us into our beds and say, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Or we're going to continue fighting and hopefully knock out my opponent's Pokemon. Either way, we have the Pokemon Fan Club because we need more Pokemon on our bench, and this guy just loves getting so many Pokemon that, hey, look, they're bench mons. So that's why it's in here. Professor Birch's Observation is actually a brand new trainer in this set, so that's why you haven't seen it previously. But Professor Birch's Observation lets you shuffle your hand back into your deck. You get to flip a coin, and if heads, draw 7. If tails, draw 4. We've seen this guy a bunch of times, so you guys pretty much know what he does by now. We have a Teammates, and somehow I'm losing my voice with stuff in my throat. Don't know why. Anyway, you can only play Teammates if one of your Pokemon got knocked out in the previous turn. Sorry, on your opponent's turn. If they did, however, we can search our deck for up to 2 cards, whatever we want, and put them into our hand. We do not have to showcase them. It's a scary card in the right circumstances. I'm actually quite pleased with having one of these in the deck. They're giving us 2 Tyranno. Draw 3 cards. That's it. Flat out, no penalties, just 3 cards. Very nice supporter in this format. And lastly, we have a Scorched Earth, which is a fantastic stadium. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a fire or fighting energy from his or her hand, and if that player does so, he or she can draw 2 cards. This is fantastic for our deck as we can ditch an energy, grab a couple cards, hopefully get more versatile cards to help us move on to taking a victory. Alright, finally it's our energies, and we have 12 fighting energy and 6 lightning. So, we'll see how it works out. Obviously, being a theme deck format, the trainers are not as high as we want them to be, but we'll see how this deck pans out in comparison to the rest of the theme decks in a couple really quick matches. Remember guys, we do best 2 out of 3. If we win the first 2 matches, that'll be it. If we lose one, we'll get a 3rd game in. So keep that in mind as we are about to start our infinite journey with Earth's Pulse. Alright guys, our first game of today is against Zuzaku, playing the RegiRock theme deck from Ancient Origins, which we'll eventually cover on the channel. probably sooner than later now that we're getting pretty close to the end of all these theme decks. I think we still got what? Both Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins. We did break through, and we've done Breakpoint. And don't worry, we're going to be skipping all of those other decks in a couple of weeks. When Fate's Collide comes out, we will be doing a back-to-back, just like in... we will be going first, by the way. Just like with Breakpoint, we'll be doing a back-to-back episode series where we will showcase the 2 new theme decks, and I'm actually really hyped because they're based around Zygarde and Lugia, and I just can't wait. Just can't wait for those 2 new theme decks. As for what's going on in this game, I'm going to be going with the... Surprisingly, I think I'm going to go Zigzagoon lead. Go with the Rhyhorn in the back. And we'll play Trapinch just for the sake of having a Trapinch in our hand. We see Oddish. This is awful, because half our deck is weak to grass. So I'm kind of happy we started with the Zigzagoon. Just attach an energy, go for the Tierno. We've got our energy for the following turn. I might save that Evisoda for the Rhyperior. Go with the Tynamo, drop, and that'll be our turn. So far, not bad. We're going to see a trip over, which means this attack is going to be able to do 10 or 20 damage. I'm only going to do 10 this time around, which is all I want. It's all we need. Alright, we got a fan club. Rhydon, let's get this out there. We're going to go with a fan club, an Electrike, and a... We're going with a beast himself, a Groudon. Alright, let's drop that Groudon down. The Electivire's going down. We're putting up the Lanoon. And here we go. We are going to go with the Fury Swipes. Flip 3 coins. Can we get it? 1. No. Ah, only 1. So we still need 1 more to knock out this Oddish. Could have knocked him out. Just remember that. Could have knocked out that Oddish. Second energy drop on the Oddish as he goes for the evolution into Gloom. He's going to go for a Drool. There's an evolution on the other Oddish as well. Here comes the Drool. 30 damage. We need to hit 2 coin flips here, or we're going to be in some trouble. Alright, Evisoda, Rhyperior. He has hit the battlefield. This menace of a threat has hit the battlefield, but with all these Glooms around right now, it's not something I really want to charge at. Now we're going to go for that Fury Swipes. We need to knock out this Gloom. There's 1! There's no. No! No! We could have taken out this Gloom! Ugh. Okay, 1 more. That's all we need. 1 more and we've taken out this Gloom. Energy drop on the opponent's bench Gloom. And here comes the Drool. We're going to take another 30. This will leave us at 70 HP. Just in range to be knocked out by another Drool. How does that work? We're being knocked out by Drool. Well, I'm going to set up Rhyperior. I know, I just said I don't want to do it, but it's Rhyperior, I have to. Fury Swipes. Can you do this 1 final time? Yes! Yes! Why couldn't you have done that the first time? Either way, that is a knocked out Gloom. We are taking the first prize with a Lanoon. Remember that, folks. Lanoon takes the first prize. Here comes the card draw. Does he have an energy? Yes, he does. That just bites. It's got Porygon 2 on the bench. And we just got knocked out by drooling. I'm going to send up this Trapinch. Or not. I want a couple turns. So I think I'm going to send up Tynamo. I'm not going to get anywhere with Tynamo right now. Attach that second energy drop to Rhyperior. I don't need to play the Rhyhorn. Don't need 2 of them out. We'll be almost going for Rock Shower in just a moment. If I can get 2 more energies, this will be all but over for this Gloom. And we're super effective against the Porygon. We are being defeated by Drool! That's a good card. Acrobike! Get rid of the Metacant. No. I want the energy. Give me that energy. Metacam can go bye-bye. Attach that energy to Rhyperior. That's what we need. One more energy. No point in wasting that fresh. That is it. Dynamo is going to go down. We need to have an energy draw. And I'll probably sacrifice the Trapinch. This is really bad for us, guys. I should not be sacrificing so many cards, but I don't have an option. Rhyperior can knock out the Gloom, which is perfect. We see a Spinarak and a Virizion. There's a Virizion in that deck! Oh, Jesus, that's not a good thing. That's not good. That's a good card. And if there's Spinarak Ariados, this is all probably but over. Here's more Drool. I've lost 2 prizes to Drool. Alright. Well, I gotta go into Trapinch. I can't set up my Rhyperior, who I've spent so much time. There we go! There's the energy. Next turn, I'll be able to knock out this huge threat, but my opponent can just come in and knock me out. Maybe. He might be able to. Anyway, Rhyhorn, I'm apparently now Countryman. Rhyhorn is now hitting the bench. I'm alright with that. He is going to take my Trapinch here. Drool is going to have claimed 3 prize cards. There is Kumbi in that deck? Who gave that deck the idea of having Vespiquen? Why? Why? Why'd you poison me? I really don't understand that. Weakness, knocked out, goodbye, adios if you to say goodbye. Alright, Rhyperior, it is your turn. We got a Bidoof. Okay, I can Stone Edge. Knock out this Gloom. Yes! No more Drool! No more Drool! I can't believe I'm saying no more Drool. Alright, we have another Groudon. Kind of useless at this point. If Rhyperior goes down, he's sending out the Porygon. I know what he's doing, because the minute he goes for the knockout, the minute I take 2 more knockouts, that Virizion is in reach of knocking me out, and I don't like that. I am alright with that Vespiquen. That Vespiquen is not that scary. I'll admit that. That is not a scary Vespiquen. Okay. Now, what he doesn't know is I'll be going for the Rock Shower here to get as much damage off on my opponent's Pokemon as I can. Here we go. There's a Tierno. I'll probably be fresh watering. I lost the Metacam already, and I think this is a better time than ever to start setting up Groudon. We will go for the Rock Shower. I have no interest in knocking out my opponent. 2, 3, we're doing 60 damage to my opponent's entire field. That is insane. We did 120 to the front one, but that's besides the point. He cannot send in Virizion. Now, how much can you do? Fury Swipes is kind of scary. I'll admit that. That at most can do 369, 180 damage. I don't know if I can survive that. Gotta go for another rock. Ooh, he doesn't attack. Very interesting. We're gonna go for the fresh water here. Beautiful. Kind of staying alive here. Grabbing myself some more fire and energy. And I want to set up this Groudon. Got a couple more turns. If I can manage to score 3 more heads like I just did with Rock Shower. First off, that'll be a clean sweep. I think that'll be a clean sweep. Rock Shower. 1. 2 more. That is still 2 knockouts. As far as I'm concerned, that is beautiful. There's a Trapinch prize and a back prize. So that is a Rhyhorn in the back. Regardless of what he sets up, though, I will be able to take it out with Groudon. And Rhyperior proves what a Rock Shower can do! Oh, I'm hyped. This is such a good match for us. I don't know if it's such a good game for my opponent. He's probably crying in the background. He takes out Rhyperior, 200 40 damage. That's a knocked out Pokemon. That is a knocked out Pokemon if I've ever seen one. But we are going to go into Groudon, and that should, guys, be the end of this first match. Oh, what a match that was. We'll just attach the fighting energy, but we should be able to go for... Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's 20 damage. 20 damage. I was giving myself a bit of a heart attack there. I was misreading it. Rock Smash, flip of a coin. No, it's only if it wants to do 20 more damage. We got that first win. Rhyperior coming through just like it needs to. Groudon, well, he got the credit at the end of the game. But that was incredible. That was like mind-blowingly amazing that Rhyperior came out, destroyed all those grass types after being drooled on. Like, we were drooling, we were being drooled to death. Oh, that was hype. That was so much fun. Thank you, Suzaku. We're moving on to game number 2, and I hope it is just as exciting as game number 1. Probably it's not going to be, but that's alright. That's why this is game number 1. Alright, guys, our next match is against Mental Might. Oh boy. Okay, we're holding on to my opponent. He just needs to load in. I get it. Take some time. We're just so much faster than my opponent. I don't know. Might be my own side. I don't know. Shocky Bones is our opponent. He's calling this coin toss. Shocky, are you gonna get us this time? No, we're winning this coin flip. That is beautiful. We are having the best episode today. Alright, going first, we are getting a Meta-type. Fair enough. Fair enough, I can handle a Meta-type. Hopefully he can do some damage. We're gonna go with Meta-type in the active position. And we're about to see what he's playing. Now, first off, Meta-type, he's weak to Psychic. It's not a good thing for us. Not a good thing at all. What's really good, though, is he's really easy to set up. We are done because we have no more basics. And we're about to see that he has a Golett in the front, which at least he doesn't resist me. Dynamo, you're going to keep me alive. Energy drop. I'm going to hold off on the other two as he might have a Stadium in his hand. And if I can get rid of it with my Scorched Earth, I will gladly deal with it. I would have wished he had played the Hoot Hoot in the lead so we could both have drawn cards. But sadly, that is not the case. He knew that the Golett would be able to beat me. And unfortunately, it's going to do a lot of damage. A lot. I need Metacam, like right away. My opponent is taking a few moments to decide what he must do. That Psychic Energy took a very long time to come down, but he finally attached it to the Golett. Is there anything else Mr. Shocky is going to be playing today? I don't know, but these tunes are keeping me going. If it wasn't for these tunes, I'd probably be driving myself mad. 20 damage on a Metacam. We see a Pokemon fan club, and that is just beautiful. I will not waste any more time on the current Metacam. I will start setting up Groudon in the back. I have tons of energy support. Hopefully, I can just knock out my opponent that way. I need another Pokemon, though. I'll go for the Zigzagoon. You know why? Because Ziggy kind of went through and did a lot for me last time. I'm just going to play the Groudon though. Zigzagoon can stay in my hand as I attach an energy to Groudon and go for a smack. Smack, smack. 20 damage to Golett. Another Psychic Energy to the Golett. And we're probably going to see some heavy damage in the next turn or two. Swoobat has Woobat has evolved into Swoobat. He's running out of cards in his hand, though, which is really good for us. Whereas we've got tons of options still, tons of energy, tons of resources. I can even Scorched Earth if I really want to, but I don't. I'll attach the lightning energy to Groudon. As we go for a smack. Smack, smack. I'm in range of knocking out this Golett now. Gotta remember, Rock Smash, if I flip a coin, if heads, I can deal an additional 20 damage. So I'm in range of knocking out Golett. And that's 3 energy that'll be just gone out of his deck. I don't have to worry about it. Never mind! He is healed up and ready to go, and I'm not going to be ready for that. Gonna lose my Meditite, and it's not worth it. Alright, he takes a prize card. I gotta go into Groudon. Groudon's the only thing I can do right now. He's gonna do 50 damage. It's a lot of damage. But we'll go for that Professor's Letter. I need to grab 2 fighting energy. Bam. And we're gonna grab them both. Put one of them onto Groudon. And we are gonna go for the Rock Smash attack. Getting the additional 40. We would have knocked out Golett! Darn it! Ah, that was my keyboard, and I'm sorry. Probably was pretty loud for you guys too. Alright, Golett, you're gonna do 50 damage. But I still got things. No! Quit healing! I don't really care. I've got Break Guard, or Break Ground. Gonna be alright here. It's gonna do 100 damage to the Golett. Take 50. I'll take 50 any day of the week. We're gonna attach this final energy to Groudon, and Groudon, break ground and knock out my opponent. Okay, there we go. Claiming our first prize. It is a teammates. Kinda wish I had that before, when my teammate died. He is gonna have to go into one of these poor Pokemon. Now, he does have resistance on both, but it's not enough. I will be able to knock them both out. Swoobat is out. Will it be able to do anything? I don't know. I've got a fully charged Groudon. This might be one of the best theme decks we've played ever. Roller Skates. You got the heads. Okay, that's actually really bad. Really bad. Not that you're set up or anything, but that's still really bad. Now, it's only a resistance of 20, so even if Swoobat does resist, I will go for the Break Ground and knock out Swoobat. Ice Shocky is in a very bad position. Very bad. There's a Pokemon fan club. This will net him 2 more Pokemon for sure. Kinda wish I got that fresh water set yet. That would be an amazing item right now. Kinda heal off my Pokemon so I don't have to worry about losing them. We see a Ralts and a Miltank, which is a great play for my opponent. If he's got the Gallade in his back, I can't take that. I don't think I can touch that. But I've also ditched 3 Psychic Energies out of his deck, so there is that too. Miltank has hit the field. We're not out of this. I can start setting up the Rhyhorn. Maybe. Does he have any energy though? And that is what the real question is. And if so, where is he going to place it? We see another Woobat. So you're down to 4 cards again, which is, again, scary. For him, not me. I got tons of options. It is our turn, so he has no energy, which is huge. Gonna go just for that Break Ground. I will knock out Swoobat. Even with the resistance, it will knock him out. And I am gonna go for it, hoping for the freshwater set. No! Another Lanoon. I'm probably gonna lose Dynamo to my own Groudon. He sends in the Ralts! He evolves into Kirlia. But I can knock this thing out. Was that a misplay? Because you would have attached a Psychic Energy to your Pokemon last turn. Here's a Great Ball, hoping that that Gallade is in the top 7. But I'm going to take this thing out with a Break Ground. I am not threatened of losing my own Dynamo. I'm really not. When it's taking out those immediate threats, I don't have a problem with it. And right now, I'm in the lead. That's why I didn't play Zigzagoon. I really shouldn't have played the Rhyhorn either, now that I'm thinking of it. But Rhyhorn has, what, 80 HP? It's gonna take a while. There's another Rolls. But, do you have an energy? And you can't damage me, because Tiptoe Step can only draw you a card for each psychic energy attached to you. So there's a Ralts on the bench. Leaves him 3 cards. One of them is an energy! But I will be destroying this Kirlia. Here comes the Tiptoe Step. Is that card the card he needs? I don't know. But it is not going to be enough. I can save this for now. We are going to go for the Break Ground, take out Kirlia, one less Pokemon. Come on, Fresh Water Set. Fresh Water Set! It's a Manectric. That's not good enough. Alright. Miltank is up. Now, if he can Rare Candy and get into Gallade, the Miltank can do some damage, I'll admit. But I'm still going to knock this thing out too. There's a Professor's Letter. 2 Psychic Energy are coming into his hand right now. He can only play 1. And if it's on the Miltank, I'm either going to be taking 10 or 80 damage. If it's 80, I will lose Groudon. And I have a very bad board position. But, there it is, the Psychic Energy onto the Miltank. This is going to do 10? Is it going to do 10? Come on. My anxiety is kind of kicking right now. Are we seeing Golett? Or Gallade, not Golett. Gallette's already gone. It's our turn. Alright. We are gonna go knock out this Miltank. Keep ourselves in the lead. We will lose Dynamo. I admit we lose Dynamo. So our opponent gains a prize, which is really bad for me because I just gave him a free prize. But hopefully, with the momentum we have, he's losing huge threats back to back. There's another Groudon. I might just start setting that up. Here's a Hoot Hoot. Every energy that he keeps playing, I keep knocking him out. There's another Kirlia. He might be saving for that final prize. There's that Psychic Energy. It is our turn. We will claim another prize here. Rhydon is getting the evolution that he needs to keep himself in this game. And now I think it's about time to start setting him up. I should not be afraid to use the Scorched Earth now. And we're just going to go with another Break Ground. This was one-sided. Kind of destroyed my opponent. And as long as they can't knock me out in the following turn, Groudon should be able to claim his final prize, claiming a good old 6-0 sweep on his own. Because Meditite, unfortunately, could not handle the attack. Shocky is in a very bad position. Again, if he doesn't have the Gallade, he doesn't have enough HP to survive Groudon's attack. And if he doesn't have the energy to attack, he's not going anywhere. Both his other mons do resist, but however, they do not have enough HP to take the overpower of damage that Groudon possesses. We see another Kirlia. Tiptoe Step is the only thing it can do right now. He got the Gallade. Now, Powerful Storm does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So he can't knock me out anyway. I'll admit, this might be a much closer game than I was hoping for. Break Ground is still going to do a ton of damage. Oh, that matters. because my good old buddy Rhyperier's active again. Oh, this is awesome. This means next turn I can just go straight for the teammates, and it should be able to get me the energies I need to get Rhyperior in and handling this attack. But Break Ground is going to do 100 damage. Now all Rock Shower needs to do is he needs to flip 2 coins. So I don't have this game just yet. But when I switch in, I'll obviously bring in some other Pokemon. There's that second energy. He's going to do 40 damage, but that's not even going to be enough to knock me out. I think Groudon's got his sweep that he wants. That's exactly what he needs. Groudon, just put on the pressure. Oh no, a potion. You're healing, set 30 damage away. I don't think I do that much. Oh wait, I do 100. And you're currently 70 away. Powerful Storm will do 40. And that, my friends, is 2 games for Groudon. Groudon uses Break Ground, finally takes that Gallade out, and we have 2 victories behind our belt. That is Earth's Pulse. Oh, that was beautiful. Loved this game. Loved this deck. Obviously, if I have a recommendation, I would say use Earth's Pulse. It was a fantastic deck. Obviously we had a bunch, I don't even know what to say. Even the Zigzagoon and the Lanoon, they did work. Bibarel can do work. The Trapinch is like the only card in the deck that I don't really agree with. Actually, the whole lightning side of it is kind of useless. But that being said though, it's a theme deck, and that's what's to be expected. So, that is what I give my good old Primal Clash theme deck Earth's Pulse as a review, I guess. If that's what you can call a review. Again, thumbs up, buy it if you can. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video, and I'll bring you more theme decks as the weeks go on. And remember, Fates Collide is only 2-3 weeks away. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks away, and I'll be bringing you both new theme decks. I'll be the prime person to bring them. I'll be the first one. So just you wait and watch. But until then, time out.